relationships so much. That's why now my YouTube is 95% women because the videos are mostly on relationships.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that shows you men are not even preparing to be successful in a relationship, and then wondering why aren't we successful in a relationship.
Because we're not trying to learn.
We prepare to be successful in crypto,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in forex,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in real estate.
Yeah.
That's what everything is about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is making money,
Yeah.
earning your leisure,
Yep,
earning your freedom,
Yep.
earning your everything is about making money.
Yeah.
Trapping on, Wall Street. We sit and we focus so much on money, not realizing that you can't buy a real woman.
Right.
Money won't keep a real woman.
Right.
It's been men who brag about themselves in the bedroom and the woman leave them. men who got, we watch billionaires
Absolutely.
get left by their woman.
All day long.
And so what's going to keep a woman is learning and understanding.
Listen, the Bible says, dwell with women according to knowledge. Dwell with women according to knowledge. Look, you have to learn the woman, like he said. It's a vice versa, but you got to learn the woman, and learn the ways. And so, he's absolutely right about this. I love the fact that he spoke about the fact he has a 95% audience. I think I have an 89% or 88, something like that percent woman audience compared to men. And the reason being is not because I'm gay or I'm too fruity or anything like that. It's just simply like he just said, we talk about relationships and emotional intelligence, and a lot of men do not want to learn that particular skill because that's not what they see as important. What they see as important is something that will make them money, because they understand that money gets them somewhere. They're looking at a particular formula in terms of attaining, but not maintaining. They're talking about things that are going to help them attain, not maintain. And also because we're speaking a language. I realize we're speaking a language that is alien to a lot of men, right? Like you're asking they're going onto a channel and they're seeing Chinese, Japanese, German, French. That's what relationship information is like to a lot of men, because they've never had that language encoded in them from a young age. They've never seen those kind of things. So what happens is they struggle to be in a place where you're speaking this language because it's never been spoken to them before. So they're having to learn a whole new language, and that's painful for a lot of men. So that's why I say to them, like I say that on my YouTube, like, hey, pass this on to another man, right? If you feel like this is good stuff, pass it on to another man, right? Pass this information on, to them. And so, yeah, let's break this down. Let's break this down some stuff, because we're going to talk about some real stuff today. If you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor. Like it, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification, the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, but you know what it is, baby, you got the minerals, baby. Let's get into the particular video. Let's break down some relationship stuff. See how we can help both sides of the tale. All right?
What does she need? And that's so much more than money, but we have reduced her to just being money hungry, or she don't want a man. And here's the thing.
Talk to him.
Men, we got to change our labeling.
Okay.
So when you talk like I talk, you a simp.
All day long.
And that's the problem.
I get caught.
That's the biggest issue. A lot of other men, and I said this because the revolution of the world is taken over by men with fists, but the world is maintained by men who write. See, those who hold the biggest power are men with this, but the power is only maintained by men who do this. What am I saying to you? That the likes of myself, Auntie Oneal, Tony Gaskins, R.C. Blake, even your Derek Jacksons, whatever, they talk about relationships and maintaining relationships, how to heal, how to be in better relationships. They're about the maintenance of a relationship. But when you talk about the attaining aspect, that's where your Red Pill and your Kevin Samuels and all those people come into play, because what they're dealing with is, how do I attract that woman that I want? Not how do I maintain it. How do I attract that woman that I want? Right? I want the baddest bee out there. How do I attract it? I attract it by having money, power, wealth, status. They've only done part of the equation. They don't know how to maintain. Right? They don't know how to maintain. And this is the biggest issue. Right? So it's all well and good when you're revolutionizing, It's all well and good when you take over. It's all well and good when you begin a brand new revolution. But after the revolution is done, you're going to need men to write laws that keep men in check. See, it's all well and good when you have guerrilla warfare at the beginning, but once guerrilla warfare is done and you've won the war, after that, you need to keep men in check. You need to have men create order. And without the maintenance aspect, you see, people like myself, right? If I talk about a war perspective, I'm one of the lawmakers, yeah, that helps keep chaos and keep order. That helps to keep order, not chaos, sorry, right? But I don't do the revolutions, right? Some of that revolution, and what I mean by that is, in a world that is unfair, men with fists and brawn and strength often win because the world is in constant revolution. But the way the world keeps on turning and maintaining its order is men who make laws. And in relationships, the same thing could be said is the men who are able to learn the key critical skills of emotional intelligence and relationship intelligence, how to relate to one another, they are the ones who have the successful maintaining of relationships. But the people like Red Pill and Manosphere, they're very good at talking about the structure and power and how to attain women, right? But attaining a woman is only so good for so long because you need to maintain it. It's like, there's no point having a Bugatti and having this Bugatti for so long and then, attaining a Bugatti, but then not knowing how to maintain it, not having the resources to maintain it. Eventually a Bugatti breaks down. We actually need each other. We still need Manosphere. No, I don't like Manosphere, all the things they talk about, but some of the stuff they talk about is very, very real. They talk about the realities of what attracts a woman, what attracts a man. The realities of sometimes what men just need raw. And it's not pretty, but it's real, right? They do the attracting part, but they need to learn the maintenance. Because talking about money and finances don't keep a woman forever, right? And if that's the kind of woman that you want, you can't complain at the end when she wants to take your money by the end, because you use the money to attract her. So these conversations, oftentimes, the other side, or I would say the other men, unfortunately don't realize there's maintenance that needs to be done. So they don't come to these spaces where there's maintenance because they don't see these spaces as being glorified positions. They're not of brawn. You understand? These men are of brawn. They fight with their fists, but the mind lacks. So all they know is yo. They don't know how to use the mind, and so relationships don't maintain. So then, because they don't know how to maintain, they bring certain ideas which end up being manipulation, how to maintain a woman, because they don't know how to maintain. They refuse to do the work that helps to help them maintain. I'm not saying we're better than them. I'm saying that we don't have to resort to manipulation, because you realize I'm not attracting you through money. I mean, money's a part of it, but that's not my most sole thing. I'm not attracting you through power, but that's a part of it. I'm not attracting you through status, but that's a part of it. I want to know that I want to be able to maintain a relationship. I need to look for other things within that person as well. I hope that made sense, because it made sense in my head, but when I said it, it might not have made sense. I hope that made sense, because that was a very deep, but not necessarily had to be deep. That was anyway. Listen,
that all day long.
That's the problem.
Oh, you a simp. You simping. I'm like, what?
Right.
Because I'm being respectful and honoring. I'm trying to understand rather than calling her XYZ. I'm like, wait, I'm simp. But then I just be like, I'm a simp then.
Right.
But where are we getting that from?
Brokenness. Our leaders are broken men.
Yeah.
When you look at the presidents, when you look at our top rappers, when you look at our radio hosts, when you look at our television hosts, 90% of them are broken men. Men from fatherless homes, men who have never gone to better health, men who have not done therapy, have not done coaching, have not looked in the mirror, have not worked on themselves at all.
So good, man.
And from there, these men get a platform, they get put on a pedestal, and they push this narrative of womanizing and making money. And then when we see y'all successful, and you're in that group, and you trying to own up and do different things and share different messages, but if somebody building a brand, right, and you see somebody like myself with 1.8 million people on Facebook, 400,000 on YouTube, 900,000 on Instagram, 300,000 on Twitter. If you building a brand and you value women, Why wouldn't you bring me on your show to share what we talk about with my audience, to introduce my audience to your audience?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You're the only guy that
Fit
invited
added.
me on your show.
For real.
Yeah, why
Because
Professional Fit
men
added.
are afraid of these type of conversations.
What?
Oh, yeah.
The only one.
These are men then. Oh, you about to get me in trouble. You about to...
No, but it's actually true. That's why Fresh and Fit never invited him. Fresh and Fit never invited him on the show. You know why? Because he doesn't talk their language. He doesn't talk dominance. Doesn't talk about how to abuse women. Doesn't talk about how to be a misogynist. Doesn't talk about those things. He talks about how to have accountability on both sides and how both have to work together to make it work. When I hear people going to Fresh and Fit to get advice, relationship-wise, I'm like, I hope you've got good discernment, because you need to be able to take the bones from the meat. You need to separate certain things. If you ain't got that discernment, you're going to struggle.
I don't want to say that because I want to respect my brothers, but man, we got to grow up.
Got to grow up.
Because I desire marriage. And one thing I've always respected from you is you married, you never had no scandals with your name on it with you and your wife, man of character and integrity, and you're talking to ladies. So I'm like, wait. A married man is talking to single ladies. I better listen and learn, because if I listen and learn, he's talking to the single ladies that I eventually want to get just one of them. I'm going to listen and learn.
But what Anthony's talking about, I love the fact he's poising the camera looking at us. What we need to understand is, what you're talking about is strength versus brawn. So when strength versus brawn, this is why I said about those who end up, what Tony was talking about, those who end up oftentimes becoming leaders are men of strength. They fight their way to the top using strength, not their mind. Men of intellect, that's why he's able to think and go, hold on a minute, if you've got this, let me think about it this way. Whereas other men have said, no, I'm just going to take it. And the problem with that is they never learn how to relate, compromise, work with other people. They just take, because that's all they've understood. So of course they would never invite someone like Tony Gaskins, because he won't speak their language of brawn, right? He won't speak their language of fight it, punch it, kick it. He won't talk the language of power and dominance. He won't talk their language. He'll talk about how to work together, how teamwork's important. He won't talk that way. Also, the other aspect is faith as well. But yeah, it's real.
From a married man, listen, Tony, y'all better, hey man, all my other male podcasters, y'all need to get Tony on your show. You need to get Tony. Now, if you got drama, stay away from my brother. He don't do drama now, I know that. He done text me several times, hey, you might want to watch this one, Ariel. I'm like, yes sir, you my guy. I'm surprised that they don't. But you are different though, man. You don't sugarcoat nothing. You call it like it is. And I think that's one thing I always respect about you. Me and you was texting the other day about some business stuff. I was laughing, I was like, man, Tony's gonna keep it a buck. He just gonna keep it real. But I think we need more men like that, man. And I appreciate you for you and your ministry. Let's switch it over real quick on the last 6 minutes. One thing I do admire about you when it comes to relationship stuff, man, you've built such a solid brand. I mean, all kind of celebrities. I mean, you got celebrities following you that I wouldn't even think they would follow you. You know what I'm saying? Because you a clean guy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't that hood street, but you got some celebrities. I don't want to call them, you know, what the world may call them, but I'm like, yo, you follow Tony? How did you build the brand that you have today? What is the science behind your success in building a successful brand? Because one thing I'm doing is, you do a little bit of this too, and I'm doing this with my tribe. I'm about to release a course, teach them how to build an impactful brand and make 6 figures on the side. And so I'm curious to know from you, what's been your success system to build the brand you have today?
If I could put it into one word that probably is overused and being misused, it's authenticity.
Okay.
I do not do anything that I don't feel like doing and that does not make sense to me.
That's true.
And so you building in a different way than me is still successful because you got a full production. On my YouTube, I just use my cell phone. Now I'm about to add a full production, but I just use my phone. And so if you look at the difference, like I'm a motivational speaker or a speaker. I work with sports teams. But when you think about sports team speakers, you're not going to think about me. But I do that. But I don't show it because I keep it intimate. And I let them know it's about them and not about the cameras. But when you look at the reels, you'll see everybody reels are super polished. But you look at my reel, it's just a cell phone to me. No graphics. And so I think for me, the success has been just being a person. It's like YouTube. It's YouTube. You know, it's not TV tube. It's not production tube. And so that's how I chose to build. And it's also just because of my personality. I don't like monotony. And I'm really shy. I'm an introvert. So
No one would have thought that though, because you are so big.
I'm really shy. Like I don't even know if I could do what you're doing. Like with these guys in the room,
For real.
I don't know if I could really be my real self and like really because I'm such an introvert. And so
So how big is your team then?
It's me.
Yeah.
Just you, Tony.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. If I'm doing like a shoot like for my podcast, the study, which we only a few episodes in,
Yeah.
I got one guy and he on the camera and he do the sound.
Right.
He does the lighting.
Yeah.
And this whole 15 years of building, it's just been me. I hired an assistant in 2021. She worked probably 2 to 5 hours a week. I pay her, a full salary, but she worked 2 to 5 hours a week. And she does things like go on Fiverr, go on Upwork,
Yeah.
get this graphic made, get that graphic made.
Right.
But I got to change that to go to that next level.
Yeah.
But I've just wanted to build organically.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do like my blueprint. I didn't want somebody else's blueprint. I didn't want to take a course for the blueprint. I wanted to create the blueprint, and then I could sell my blueprint for the people who they are introverts and they have a similar personality.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Authentic. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
No, he's spitting real game right there. Even like how I've been thinking about building was like, I just gotta be me. You know what I mean? It's me and my camera, and it's my phone. You know what I mean? I haven't got a full-on production, it's just my phone. But there's little things you can add, lighting and background. That's why I've got the trainers in the background. It's part of my ethos I like to have. But all of that kind of stuff, it's about being real and being authentic, and I love that from Tony Gaskin as well. All right, we're gonna leave it there. Listen, don't forget as well, guys, we are in the USA. Yes, we're coming to USA. We're doing a live panel tour. You guys love the live panels that I do. We're doing a live panel tour, relationship talk. Yes, listen, I'm telling you, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be sick. Listen, grab your tickets, man. Come out, grab your tickets. We're gonna enjoy. Okay, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be friendly. It's gonna be some enjoyment we're gonna have. You know what I mean? So sign up, get your tickets. The link is down below in the description box. Get involved. We've got New York, Atlanta, and DC. DC tickets ain't released just yet, but we've got Atlanta and New York, and so we'll bring that to you in October. Much love and appreciation. Say locked and solo, guys. We'll see you again